Bitcoin is more than a currency. It's a mirror reflecting our hopes, our fears, and our contradictions. It forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about who we are and who we might become. In a world moving toward total surveillance, Bitcoin stands as both a tool of liberation and a potential target for control. Can a decentralized system survive in an age where governments and corporations can watch every digital step we take? What happens when Bitcoin meets artificial intelligence? Could AI help protect the network, making it even more secure and resilient? Or could it be used to attack it, exploiting weaknesses we haven't yet imagined? If money is speech and Bitcoin is a new language, who will be fluent and who will be left behind? Will this technology empower the many or create a new elite who speak the code while others depend on them to translate? As the network grows, will we see the rise of Bitcoin-based economies operating entirely outside the traditional system? Could there be cities, even nations, where Bitcoin isn't just accepted, it's the foundation of all commerce? If that happens, what becomes of fiat currencies? Do they fade quietly into history, or do they fight for survival, dragging their nations into conflict? To protect the old system, Bitcoin changes the way we think about time, having cycles become economic seasons. Long-term holders measure wealth, not in months or years, but in decades. Is this a return to patient, generational thinking, or simply another way to speculate? There's also the question of morality. In an uncensorable system, if nobody can stop a transaction, what happens when Bitcoin is used for purposes we find unacceptable? Does freedom mean accepting all outcomes, even the ones we hate? If Bitcoin succeeds, it could redefine global power. Nations might compete for hash rate, the way they once competed for territory. Could Bitcoin mining become the new geopolitics, where the strongest economies are the ones with the most secure networks? What happens to human identity when wealth is no longer tied to nationality, bank accounts, or even location? Could Bitcoin dissolve borders in a way politics never could? Or will new borders simply emerge in the digital realm? Bitcoin doesn't promise a utopia. It promises rules without rulers. But rules can be bent, exploited, abandoned when enough people agree to change them. Is the protocol strong enough to resist the pull of human ambition? And what about us, the users? Will we treat Bitcoin as a tool for freedom? Or will we replicate the same systems of control we claim to reject, just with different technology? The truth is, Bitcoin is still young. It hasn't yet faced every test, every attack, every crisis, but its very existence is a challenge to the old world, a reminder that money can be more than debt, more than control, more than trust in strangers. Bitcoin is not just about wealth. It's about the possibility of building a future where value flows as freely as information. Whether that future is brighter or darker will depend not on the code alone, but on the choices we make as a society